Hey, it's BrickTsar. In this video, we're going to be looking at a super train set. I know that because that's what they call it. It's set 119 super train set or Prairie Train. And we're also going to be looking at some cutting edge 1968 technology that comes in this set. So stay tuned. So this is one of the very earliest Lego trains. It is a passenger train, steam train, Prairie Train because it's got those passenger cars. It looks like something you'd see going across the prairie. It has a coal tender, which is actually the battery box. But this has some technology in it that for 1968 was pretty cool. In fact, the elements that are in this set were later re-released in set 157, which was the automatic direction changer, which we're going to show you that. So, very cool set. I got the box. We'll show you that in a minute as well. And we're going to put it on the track. I have tested it. It actually works. I'm so happy. So, anyway, you get the steam locomotive, the passenger car, and two identical, the tender and then two identical passenger cars. So let's look at these up close. So the passenger cars have the red 1x2 windows, and they got these little swinging gates here all the way around, and then you got the door there for entry. Now this obviously was made before the minifigure, so you can't actually put a minifigure in there, but it's to make it look like a train with doors. So yes, even in 1969 you can have a door on a train set even though there was no minifigures. And it has the red and the blue magnets, and it has the old wheel holder style here. And you have to, actually that's the wrong wheel right there. I need to replace that. That's the train locomotive wheel. This is the one for the passenger car. And then here's the other one, so this has all the right wheels. But these are identical. It uses mostly common pieces except for these little 1x3 gates here on the ends. There's 4 on each, and then these are the old style windows there. So now we'll look at the locomotive. It's just a typical Lego steam locomotive. Many of them look the same. This one actually does have a little bit different of a build. It's got the red roof slopes on the top. Got the chimney, that's a similar build. Lantern on the front, cow catcher. There's the 4.5 volt motor in there. You have to have the little rubber wheels to go on there to give it traction. The motor that it showed in the instructions was actually one that is 4 high, but that's on one step. When you get to the next step, all of a sudden the motor is 3 2/3 high. So basically, they show 2 different motors in the instructions, so that leads me to believe that there might have been 2 different inventories to this set. So I had to put the motor that would build according to the instructions that I had. But it connects to the battery box here. There's your power leads. That's where your 3C batteries are. And there's a little reversing switch here. Now normally the old 1960s trains, you just took the battery box and you had to catch the train and turn it either direction to make it go forward or backwards or stop. But they invented this device, which is the automatic direction changer. It was also later released in set 157. Looks like that. And that set came with some of these stop switches, or stop bumper things. Came with another coupler, some wire. But that was so you could upgrade a typical 4.5 volt train to be able to stop it. And we're going to show that when we run this on the layout, but basically the switch will either stop it or change the direction. And the way the power is connected, on the underside of the battery box there's some metal contacts. They touch that, and then you send the power out through these to the train motor. But it also, the set, not the automatic direction changer set, but the set 119, came with this little guy. Oops, as I throw it. It's a stop switch, and that works with the signals, which we'll show on the layout. When the signal hits that, it can cut the power. That's all it does, is causes an open where there's no voltage going to the motor, so the train will stop until you release it, and then it'll go. So I thought that's pretty neat. Keep in mind, this was from 1968, so it may not seem all that impressive now, but for that time period, this was really cool. So let's make this thing go. I do have the original box for this set. This is what one side of it is. You can open it up and you see the styrofoam for holding some of the parts. There you see the boys hiding in the bushes playing on the carpet with the layout. That's what our layout's going to look like. And then the other side of the box, which actually this to me looks more like the front of the box, but it's the back. Shows you a kid playing with it. And when we get it out, we'll show you using the signals here, the stop switches, which do they have them on there? Oh, and it also has a crossing, which you'll see when we run this thing, and a siding, which is oh yeah, there's one of the stop switches right there, or stop bumpers, whatever they're called. So let's make this thing go for real this time.